All of you people who sit down and say, "Oh, I've got a gun, I'm good," or I have an AR by my bed, I've got a pistol by my bed, I'm safe. Just because you have a gun, you're safe, you're absolutely wrong. You're gonna always resort to your lowest form of training. If you don't train, what is your lowest form of training then? All right, we just did some natural point of aim with the rifle. Let's do some natural point of aim with the pistol. Basically, I'm not going to be looking down my red dot. I'm just going to present and fire. All of my eyes are going to be remaining on target, target focused. I'm not going to pay attention at all to the red dot. So right here, we're at like 3 yards. So we're not far at all. This is going to be the perfect distance to start learning your natural point of aim. So like, you're just going to draw, pull it up, punch out, fire. So this is, my red dot did present itself. It was right there, but I wasn't even looking at the red dot. I was looking at where I wanted the round to go and where my body just naturally put the gun. So, and to try to replicate that, you just take it, find out where your body naturally sends that. All right, let's do another one. The rounds are touching, for what that's worth. Next one's not going to touch because I'm not going to be that cool, but just the whole premise behind it is you want your body to know to know exactly where it thinks it needs to be when, if I can even talk, you need your body to naturally know where to put that round, and because that's going to be huge when you are trying to, in a self-defense scenario, you are going to be responsible for every round. Oh man, oh, I broke it, it counts. You're going to be responsible for, if I am going to have to draw my gun, where this round's going to go. So all of you people who sit down and say, "Oh, I've got a gun, I'm good," or I have an AR by my bed, I've got a pistol by my bed, I'm safe, MAGA. I got this in the wrong way. So those of y'all that think that just because you have a gun, you're safe, you're absolutely wrong. Basically, I think that you absolutely need to practice stuff like this, and the reason why is it is important to establish where your body thinks it's aiming, because that is the whole reason behind, that is the whole premise behind natural point of aim. This is where my body is naturally coming to whenever I present my firearm, and this is where my body is naturally going to shoot. Because something that the USCCA says is you're going to always resort to your lowest form of training. And if you don't train, what is your lowest form of training then? And I need to hash over and over and over again that training is absolutely important. Because if you're going to if you're going to fall to your lowest level of training, and I mean, I'm not an amazing shot. Yeah, I put rounds around, a bunch of rounds are touching each other, but that means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Because I can always prepare more than I've prepared. I can always train more than I've trained. Your learning doesn't stop. Just because you got a few rounds touching doesn't mean that your learning has stopped. Oh, you're so good, your training is going to all pay off in the end. Because who knows how advanced the guy who breaks into your house at night, comes straight to your room, you held a defensive position, who knows how good he is. And according to the USCCA, they said that they train twice a month, if I'm remembering that data correctly. I don't know a whole lot of guys that go to the range more than twice a month. If they're training twice a month and you need to be more prepared than them to defend your life, because legally it's a lot more difficult for you to defend your own self, you got a lot of training to do. A lot of training, for what that's worth.